Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Coach Gurbani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation today, Surat Mahalla Panjama, the 19th Sabad in this thread. Composition of the 5th Nanak Guru Arjan, and the recitation. Surat Mahalla Panjama. हम संतन की रेन प्यारे, हम संतन की सरना, संत हमारी ओट सताणी, संत हमारा गहना. Literally translated, O dear ones, Piare, I have fallen at the feet of the enlightened. Santan ki rain. Rain actually means dust. So this literally reads, I am the dust of the enlightened. I have preferred not such a literal translation, but to suggest surrender at the feet of the enlightened ones. And the enlightened here is in plural form. It refers to the Guru, actually, a collective consciousness of the Guru. And so this passage reads, O dear ones, I have fallen at the feet of the enlightened, Santan ki rain, and placed myself in their care. Hum Santan ki sarana. I have sought their refuge. Sant hamari ot satani. So here, Sant is singular, referring to the enlightener Guru. Sant hamari ot satani. The enlightener Guru is my pillar of strength. It is the glory I wear, Sant hamara gehna, the ornament I wear, the ornament being the knowledge, wisdom. So at the feet of the enlightened, I have made my home, my refuge. The enlightener is my pillar, my enduring strength, my adornment. That is essentially, in essence, this verse. So what we see here is Sikhi is a community effort. It involves the Sant, the Guru, because this transmission is more than simply intellectual instruction. It is found in role models as well, who teach you by living that particular life. So the Sant, the Guru, is very essential. And then now the rest of the passage explains the relationship in this community setting, in the Sadh Sangat. Hum Santan syon bane aayi, purab likhya pai, eho man tera bhai rahao. Hum Santan syon bane aayi. I'm in accord with concurrence with the enlightened. It has worked out well. Purab likhya paya. This is the way it was meant to be. So the Guru here is speaking about, not generally this is translated as because of past actions, but actually, in my opinion, Purab likhya, Purab means original, ancient, the very first thing that this was meant to be. We are meant to reintegrate with the self. That is the journey. So Purab likhya pai. So what was destined for me has happened. That accord has worked out well. And this is the way it was meant to be. So e man tera pai. So addressing the audience, it's like submit your mind and say this is yours to the Guru. Santan syon meri leva devi, santan syon vyavhara, santan syon hum Allah khatya, har bhagat bhare bhandara. With the enlightened is my give and take, my dealings, my relationships. And with the enlightened is my business, My dealings are with them. Santan se hum laha khatya. I've earned the profit, the benefit. What is the profit here? It is divine virtues. And the seekers, har pagat pare, har bhakti pare bhandara. If you remember, when the word bhandara, storehouse, appears, it is not a physical thing, but it is the sangat. So my every exchange, the Guru says, my soul's true business is with the enlightened. Through them I have gathered my gain, and my hidden vaults now overflow, brimming with God's pure devotion. So the use of the metaphor of commerce and business is quite preponderant in Gurbani. The give and take, the business, obviously is not referring to monetary transactions, but spiritual exchange. The seeker gives up ego, doubts, attachments, negative thoughts, and what is taken is divine wisdom, inspiration, values, consciousness that is expanded. And the ultimate profit is Hari Bhagat Bhandara, love of the divine. So by repeating this over and over again to the Santan, they are the conduit. An enlightened mind is the conduit. It is like a magnet, like you need a magnet. Santan moko punji saumpi to utraya man ka tokha, dharmaraay ab kahan karego, jo phateo saglo lekha. In the third verse, the enlightened entrusted me with the wealth of awareness, and all my doubts and delusions departed. The delusions of the mind have been removed. Now, Dharamrai, the accountant, the ambassador, the accounting that happens, my deeds have been accounted for. So this verse speaks to the liberating power of that spiritual capital. It's liberation from karmic judgment, which is something that goes on within. And the Guru is expressing a sense of fearlessness and spiritual triumph. So the Guru is essentially the bringer of ultimate liberation. And what happens then is Maha Ananda Bhai Sukha Paya Santan Ke Parsade Kaho Nanak Harsyo Man Manya Rang Ratte Bisamade. Bisamade, we spoke about this feeling in the previous Sabad. Awe-inspiring. Love for the divine. Maha Ananda Bhai. Bliss arose within me. Maha, great bliss, utter bliss. Sukhapaya. And I found within me a boundless peace. Santan Ke Prasade. And all of this was through pure grace. Kaho Nanak, says Nanak, Harsyo man manya. Harsyo man manya. My mind is now reconciled. I have reintegrated with the self. Rang manya rang ratte bisamade. I am filled with love and ecstatic wonder. Bisamade. So this sums up the way of the Guru, Sikhi. The presence of an enlightened space, whether it is physical or psychological, and the mystical presence of the Guru for us, an essential component, indispensable as a matter of fact, to ultimately realize the self. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.